I just want to say I hate Terrence for coming after me because he's such a great poet. I barely write and I barely do these things. I'm just an angry woman that has a lot to say in this life. So I just meant to be writing new stuff. I just been really thinking too much about how to write poems and I'm overthinking and whatnot. But so reusing this poem and it inspired me 2 years ago because 2 years ago I was a music coordinator at Asian Night and there's this thing that happened. And a bunch of my friends were like, oh my God, did you hear the massacre? Did you hear about the shooting on bus 19? And it just so happened that my mom was getting ready to pick up my brother on the bus. And the bus 19 was the only bus that was going to John D. O'Brien to pick him up. And I was like scared out of my life and I was running to call them up. And after 5 rings, they never picked up their phone. I was like, okay, maybe they'll be at my aunt's house, and they did, and thank God they did. And it just happens that there was a massacre, well, not a massacre, but there was a shooting on bus 23. And I just want to thank whatever that my family's still here. And so that made me really mad, and that was really last straw for me. So I decided to write this poem, and it's called Would You Still Come? Would you still come? Prestigious colleges, talks about Grand Harvard and intelligent MIT. Tourists come and touch the brown shoe with John Harvard. Hoping they'll make it to Harvard, make it to Boston. Increase of homicides over the past years. The metro bleeds with articles of different shootings day after day to a point where we had to call the guardian angels to come help save us. And the only way to feel safe anymore is through them. If you heard about the violence erupting, mothers crying, streets contaminated by blood, would you still come? If you kept seeing buttons of dead victims, if you kept seeing corners after corners with lonely teddy bears and candles, would you still come? Would you still want to come to Boston? Because honestly, I don't know how you would feel, but it's annoying to be scared of your own neighborhood. It's tiring to have to end the night with Channel 7 telling me that yet another life was taken away. It's frustrating to have to start my morning with a news article about death. And it's heart-wrenching to have known that my family was so close to dying one time. Boston seems prestigious because of Harvard and MIT, but what about its local neighborhood? What about gentrification? What about urban renewal? What about violence and its homicides? If you heard about what pains Boston has to go through, would you still come? I ask you, would you still come? Thank you.